Imagine a moment when humanity finally discovers proof of life beyond Earth. It could be a tiny microorganism hidden beneath the ice of a distant world, or even a signal from an advanced civilization. Just a few decades ago, we did not even know whether planets existed outside our solar system. But today, astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets. Some of them are so extraordinary that they may contain oceans, atmospheres, and conditions suitable for life. In this video, we will explore 7 of the most fascinating planets where life could potentially exist. We will discuss their temperatures, atmospheres, distance from their stars, the possibility of water, and why scientists believe these worlds are so special. And maybe, right now, on one of these distant planets, someone is looking up at the sky, asking the exact same question. Are we alone in the universe? Top 7. Gliese 667 CC. Let us begin with a planet located about 23 light-years away from Earth. Gliese 667 CC orbits a red dwarf star, a smaller and cooler star compared to our Sun. At first glance, red dwarfs may seem like poor candidates for supporting life. They often emit powerful bursts of radiation. However, because these stars are cooler, the habitable zone exists much closer to them. And Gliese 667 CC lies directly within that zone. Scientists believe temperatures on the planet may allow liquid water to exist. And water is the main ingredient for life as we know it. This planet is about 4 times more massive than Earth, which is why it is classified as a super-Earth. Due to its stronger gravity, a human would weigh significantly more there. But the biggest mystery involves its atmosphere. Scientists believe Gliese 667 CC is most likely a rocky super-Earth made of iron, silicate rock, and possibly a dense metallic core similar to Earth. The planet is estimated to be several billion years old, possibly even older than Earth itself. Compared to Earth, Gliese 667 CC is much larger and heavier. Gravity there would feel significantly stronger, making movement far more difficult for humans. If Gliese 667 CC has a dense atmosphere, it could retain heat and protect the surface from radiation. In that case, oceans and even primitive life could potentially exist there. Top 6. KEP LER 442b. The next planet is considered one of the best candidates for life. Kepler 442b is located approximately 1,200 light-years away from Earth. This planet receives about 2/3 of the light Earth receives from the Sun, and that is extremely important. Its temperature may be stable enough for liquid water to exist. Scientists believe Kepler 442b is a rocky planet similar to Earth. Its radius is around 1.3 times larger than Earth's. This suggests it may have a solid surface. Some researchers even believe this planet may be more habitable than Mars or Venus. However, there is one major problem. Because of the enormous distance, we still cannot directly study its atmosphere. Most conclusions are based only on mathematical models. But even those models reveal something fascinating. Scientists believe Kepler 442b is likely a rocky world with mountains, volcanic regions, and possibly massive oceans. The planet may be around 2 billion years older than Earth, meaning life there, if it exists, could theoretically be far more evolved. Compared to Earth, Kepler 442b receives less sunlight, which means its environment may appear darker and colder. However, its stable orbit makes it one of the most Earth-like planets ever discovered. If Kepler 442b has oceans and an atmosphere, conditions suitable for complex life may exist there. Top 5 TRAPPIST-1e, the TRAPPIST-1 system, is one of the most exciting discoveries in modern astronomy. It contains 7 Earth-sized planets, and at least 3 of them are located within the habitable zone. One of the most promising is TRAPPIST-1e. It lies around 40 light-years away from us. In both size and mass, this planet is very similar to Earth. Research suggests it may have a rocky surface and even oceans. But life within the TRAPPIST-1 system could be very unusual. Because of its close distance to the star, the planet is likely tidally locked. This means one side constantly faces the star in eternal daylight, while the other side remains in permanent darkness. However, between these regions, there may exist a zone with comfortable temperatures. Scientists believe TRAPPIST-1e is a rocky terrestrial planet composed mostly of iron and silicate materials, very similar to Earth. Its age is estimated at roughly 7 to 8 billion years, making it much older than our planet. Compared to Earth, TRAPPIST-1e may have stronger gravity and a much more extreme climate due to tidal locking. Still, if water exists there, the habitable zone between light and darkness could become one of the most stable environments for life. That area could potentially contain rivers, oceans, and life. The James Webb Space Telescope is already actively studying the atmospheres of planets in the TRAPPIST-1 system. And perhaps this system will become the first to provide humanity with evidence of extraterrestrial life. Top 4. Proxima Centauri b. This is one of the most famous exoplanets in the world. And the reason is simple. Proxima Centauri b is the closest potentially habitable planet to Earth. It is located only 4.2 light-years away. By cosmic standards, that makes it practically our neighbor. The planet orbits Proxima Centauri, the closest star to the solar system. Temperatures on its surface may allow liquid water to exist. And that alone makes this planet incredibly important to science. But there is a serious problem. Red dwarfs often release powerful streams of radiation. If the atmosphere of Proxima Centauri b is not dense enough, this radiation may have destroyed any possible life long ago. However, some models suggest that oceans hidden beneath thick ice or atmosphere could survive even under such harsh conditions. That is why this planet is considered one of the main targets for future interstellar missions. Scientists believe Proxima Centauri b is likely a rocky planet with a dense iron core. Its estimated age is close to 4.8 billion years, surprisingly similar to Earth. Compared to Earth, this planet orbits much closer to its star, meaning 1 year there lasts only about 11 Earth days. The skies of Proxima Centauri b could appear deep red due to the color of its star. One day, humanity may send its first probes there. Top 3. KEP LER 186F. Kepler 186F became the first Earth-like planet discovered within a habitable zone. This discovery represented a major breakthrough for science. The planet is located around 500 light-years from Earth. It is only slightly larger than our planet. Because of this, many scientists call it Earth's cousin. 186F receives much less light from its star than Earth receives from the Sun. As a result, its sky may appear much darker. Yet even under these conditions, temperatures may still allow life to exist. The main issue is that we know almost nothing about the planet's atmosphere. If the atmosphere is thick enough, it could trap heat and create a stable climate. In that case, oceans may exist on the surface. Scientists believe Kepler 186F is most likely a rocky world with a composition similar to Earth, including iron, rock, and possibly water. The exact age of the planet remains unknown, but estimates suggest it could be billions of years old. Compared to Earth, Kepler 186f may experience colder temperatures and receive far less sunlight. Yet, if greenhouse gases exist in its atmosphere, the surface could still remain warm enough for liquid water. And where there are oceans, there is always a chance for life. Top 2. Europa. Now we move closer to home. Europa is one of Jupiter's moons, and although it is not technically a planet, many scientists believe it may be one of the most likely places for life within our solar system. Europa's surface is completely covered by a thick layer of ice, but beneath that ice likely hides a massive ocean of liquid water. Some studies suggest this ocean may contain even more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. The moon's interior is heated by Jupiter's enormous gravity, and this heat may keep the ocean liquid for billions of years. On Earth, life exists even in the most extreme environments, near underwater volcanoes and without sunlight. That is why some scientists believe similar life forms could exist in Europa's hidden oceans. NASA is already planning missions to explore this mysterious world in greater detail. Europa is believed to consist of a rocky core surrounded by a massive salty ocean beneath its icy crust. Scientists estimate Europa formed around 4.5 billion years ago, nearly the same age as Earth. Compared to Earth, Europa is much smaller and colder, with surface temperatures reaching extreme lows. But beneath its frozen shell may exist one of the largest oceans in the solar system. And perhaps beneath Europa's frozen surface, humanity will make its first discovery of extraterrestrial life. Top 1, K2, 18b, and finally, the planet currently attracting enormous attention from scientists. K2, 18b is located approximately 120 light-years away from Earth. This super-Earth lies within the habitable zone and likely possesses an atmosphere. But most importantly, the James Webb Space Telescope detected molecules associated with water in its atmosphere. Scientists also found traces of methane and carbon dioxide. Some researchers even believe a deep global ocean may exist there. But the most shocking discovery involved possible chemical signatures that on Earth are produced by living organisms. For now, this is not proof of life. Scientists believe K2 18b may be a so-called Hycean world, a planet with a hydrogen-rich atmosphere and vast global oceans. The planet is much larger than Earth and may contain enormous amounts of water beneath a thick atmosphere. Its estimated age is believed to be several billion years. Compared to Earth, K2 18b could have much higher atmospheric pressure and a completely alien climate, unlike anything in our solar system. However, K2 18b has become one of the most promising candidates for future research. If scientists eventually confirm biological activity on this planet, it would become the greatest discovery in human history. Why is the search for life so important? The search for life in the universe is more than scientific curiosity. It is an attempt to understand our place in the cosmos. If life exists only on Earth, then our planet is incredibly rare. But if life is widespread throughout the universe, then humanity is not alone. Perhaps somewhere deep in space, there are civilizations far more advanced than ours. Or maybe right now, on one of these distant planets, primitive life is just beginning to emerge. Space is far larger and far more mysterious than we can possibly imagine. Not long ago, humanity did not know of a single planet outside the solar system. Today, we have thousands of potential worlds where life may exist. And every year, telescopes continue discovering new planets. Perhaps within the next few decades, humanity will finally find proof that we are not alone in the universe. And that discovery would forever change the history of civilization. Which of these planets fascinated you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Ahead of us lie even more mysteries, incredible discoveries, and breathtaking journeys into the depths of space. Stay with us, and together we will continue exploring the mysterious depths of the universe.